Hey, what's going on, guys? My name's ExxotikGaming and welcome back once again to another Pixel Gun 3D weapon review. I haven't been able to do a video for a few days because finals are coming up and college requires a ton of work, but I did manage to find some time to do a few videos today. I hope you're excited because in this video, we're going to be taking a look at the new mythical special weapon from the clan updates known as the Poseidon Trident. This is one of the best weapons in the game, so get hyped for this, guys. What I would like everybody to do is leave a like down below if you want more videos, and hey, if you leave a like right now, you will have the best December ever. I'm not going to know how exactly, and I'm not going to say why, but I do know if you leave a like, your December will be awesome. So do it. Anyways, comment down below what you want reviewed next, turn on notifications for the next review, which will be coming out later today, and let's jump into this. Going into the armory section and heading over to our special section, this is the Poseidon Trident in all of its glory. To the people that are watching this right now, does this remind you of anything? Something from a couple of years ago and maybe the PC version of Pixel Gun 3D? Yes, if you're thinking of the Mighty Trident, you're right. This weapon is very, very similar to a weapon that was released in Pixel Gun World a couple of years ago called the Mighty Trident, and it's freaking awesome, guys. Considering Pixel Gun 3D, this weapon is very similar to the Laser Spear, which was released back in early 2017. It performs very similar to it, and it wrecks the enemy players just like the Laser Spear does. This weapon is mythical. It's one of the rarest weapons in Pixel Gun 3D. Very few players have it, and you are privileged to watch this video right now because this is one of the only videos on YouTube right now with the Poseidon Trident. This weapon has an efficiency of 30, which is about as high as you can possibly get in Pixel Gun 3D, with a 71 firing rate and 8 weights. It has single shots, it pierces shots, so it goes through multiple players with one single shot, and it even gives you more armor than a regular weapon would do in Pixel Gun 3D. The only thing that they're inaccurate with, the Pixel Gun company, when designing this weapon is they say it has a 1 capacity, but as you all will see when I go into a match here, it doesn't actually have a 1 capacity. It has a 24 capacity, but for some reason, they said it was 1, and I assume it's probably because you don't technically need to reload when you're using this weapon. You just hold down the button, and you start swinging, and then swinging again, and then swinging again, and this cool little water orb type thing comes blasting out of the tip of your trident, and it wrecks the enemy players, as you all can see. It also has a very fast travel time, and that's the reason why I think this weapon is better than the Laser Spear. If you look at the Laser Spear, it kind of takes a while to hit enemy players. It has a very slow travel time, and in that time, somebody can easily avoid the little thing that you shoot out of your weapon. With this weapon, it fires very fast. It has a very fast travel time, and it's pretty difficult to avoid it. I mean, this thing will just wreck enemies. This thing is a 2-shot headshot to a max armored player, so as you all can see, no problem at all taking out basically anybody you come in contact with. Really, the only people you have to worry out about are the people that are using the Judge constantly, maybe people that are pretty good with the anti-hero rifle or the prototype at close range who can get those 1-shot headshots consistently, and that's basically it. Maybe your occasional area damage users are going to be a bit of a problem, but overall, most people are going to succumb to the wrath of the mighty Laser Spear. Not Laser Spear. Dang it, Poseidon Trident. Sorry, I'm confusing the two already. I mean, they are very similar. If I was to take out my Laser Spear right now, you guys will see the similarities. Now, since this weapon has piercing shots, you can hit multiple players with one single shot. Say somebody is standing right behind another guy, you're going to be able to kill both of them at the same time, if you're lucky enough to have that second shot hit them. If not, it's just going to go through both of them, and you're going to do damage to both of them. I mean, as you all can see, you have no problem at all taking most people out. Even a mech stands no chance against this thing, and as you all could see there's another guy that has the Laser Spear, and I truly think this weapon is better mainly because this weapon does fire a bit faster, and it has a faster travel time. So, if you really are somebody who's not good with travel time on weapons in Pixel Gun 3D, you just can't really guess where you think the enemies are going to be when you do use them, or when you use a weapon against them, well, this weapon is a pretty good bridge weapon to train you on how to use this. I mean, as you all can see, it takes barely any time whatsoever to kill people in a map like Coliseum because it's so close range. I mean, as you all can see, you can still kill people left and right without any problem whatsoever. I mean, an ultra kill, that's what I just got just then, and that's average. That's what you can expect when you're using this this weapon, especially in close range. Now, is this weapon going to perform the best at every single range in Pixel Gun 3D? No, that's what I'm going to say right then and there. It's not going to perform well at medium range. It's not really going to perform that well at long range either. So don't really take this weapon into ranges like that, or else you're just going to be in pain seeing your shots never actually land on an enemy player. You guys can see how slow the little laser from the laser spear came out from that enemy player, but this thing, it just goes so fast and it takes people out so unbelievably quickly that if you really were holding back getting the laser spear because of that slow time it took to actually kill people, then, well, you might actually want to consider getting the Poseidon Trident because of that. It is better than the laser spear in that respect. I mean, as you all can see, Coliseum here, I'm just getting massive amounts of kills. I can get those headshots, and, I mean, you know, bam, you're good. You're perfectly set. You can just destroy people. Sometimes, I seriously, it doesn't say that it's a headshot, but I do seriously think it actually registers as one, because I have seen myself get 3-shot kills when I didn't actually land headshots on an enemy player. So, I mean, you know, it's odd. This is one of those weapons where they haven't perfectly designed it the right way in terms of the stats that they gave it. I mean, you're looking at it and they say, oh, it has a 1 capacity. Obviously, this thing doesn't have a 1 capacity. I don't know why they mess things up like that. But, you know, I'm not really too worried because, I mean, as you all can see, how could you be mad with a weapon as good as this thing is? It's just so much fun to use this thing. Those kills are so satisfying when you use this weapon. You just shoot this little water thing at an enemy player, and it just cuts right through them. It's absolutely insane, and it just does so well against the people that you come in contact with. The only people, like I said, you really have to worry about are the people that are using the Judge, and maybe somebody who's really good at getting those one-shot headshots at close range with maybe the anti-hero rifle or the Prototype S or something like that. But overall, I mean, as you all can see, the gameplay that I've gotten is fantastic. That is what you can expect for using this thing. As you all could actually just see right there, another odd thing that I've noticed with this weapon is it actually shoots a bit lower than you think it's going to shoot. So if I was to shoot at somebody right here, it's going to actually hit right there, which is a little odd. It's not really that big of a deal, but it is something to note. You have to aim a little bit higher than you think you would normally be able to aim when you are using this weapon. So just a small thing, not really too big of a deal, but it is something to note that I just thought I would let you all know. As you all could see, there was an example there. I actually got a body shot on that guy, I believe, the first time, and then it was a 3-shot kill. So even though it doesn't say you get the headshots, I seriously think they make the headshots a bit more powerful than they actually are body shot wise. It's weird, I don't know, but you know, I can't really complain about this weapon at all, guys. It's just so powerful. It really gets the job done. And I mean, how many multi-kills have I gotten in this video so far? A lot. Ultra kills, a couple of them. Monster kill. I don't know if I've gotten a monster kill yet, and that's just because we're in Coliseum. It's pretty difficult to actually do that. There's just so many people all over the place. You're inevitably going to die pretty often. But, you know, you see somebody with the ghost lantern, all you gotta do is hit a couple of headshots against that person, and bam, that ghost is never even gonna be able to take you out. It's just, it takes people out fast. For a 2-shot kill, this thing takes people out as fast as some 1-shot kill weapons do, so it's really good. If this thing was a 1-shot kill weapon, it would be the most OP weapon in the history of Pixel Gun 3D. You guys can see right there is an example of how this weapon can take multiple people out with one single shot. I actually shot right through one person to take another person out, but that first person had some damage dealt to them already, and then so on my second shot, I was able to take them out. You gotta jump around when you're using this weapon a lot if you really want to avoid dying a bunch of times, as I'm doing right here. That's how you can get the best gameplay possible with this thing. Otherwise, if you're just standing still a lot of the time when you're using this weapon, you're going to end up dying quite a lot from people using maybe grenades, other stuff like that, area damage weapons. You really want to limit the effect that the area damage weapons do to you when you're using this thing, because otherwise, you know, if somebody's using the smart bullet bazooka, like this guy is right here, you're gonna die a lot of times because of them. If a lot of people were using that, though, inevitably I would be dying a lot of times. That's one of those weapons that you can't really avoid consistently, since that smart bullet bazooka is a traveling missile based off of where the player is. It will literally, it's like a heat-seeking missile, basically, that is controlled based off of where the enemy that you're firing at ends up dying. So you take that up against this thing that actually requires a lot of skill, where you can't always be guaranteed to land a shot on an enemy player. Of course, the Smart Bullet Bazooka is going to be the thing that's going to end up killing you. So just keep that in mind. You know, when you're using this weapon, you're not going to always be able to take people out. But then again, the kills that you do get when you're using this weapon, they're satisfying. They are very satisfying. You take this thing to a satisfaction compilation on YouTube, and oh Lord, this thing is going to end up getting the most amount of views and likes possible for a video like that, because this thing, oh, it is satisfying killing people with this thing. Just cuts right through the enemies, as you can see here, and doesn't even leave a trace of them. Look at that. Just destroys people left and right. Just cuts right through them, and it just gets the best kills you could possibly imagine with it. It's really a lot of fun. If I was to rate this weapon between 1 and 10, I'd give this weapon a 10 because it's about as best as you can get for a weapon in the special section in Pixel Gun 3D. Is it, if I was to rate it between every weapon in this game, a 10? Probably not. If I was to rate this between some of the heavy weapons in Pixel Gun 3D, there are quite a lot that are better than this. If I was to rate this between some of the melee weapons, some of the primary weapons, yeah, there are some weapons that are better than this in those sections, but in regards to the special section, this is about as best as you can get for a weapon in Pixel Gun 3D. I mean, the gameplay hasn't lied so far in this video. I've won twice in a row, and I got 27 kills my first match. I got 31 kills my second match, and we're still going strong using this weapon here in Coliseum, one of the best maps for the Poseidon Trident. Now, like I said, this is a very rare weapon. Most people do not have this weapon yet, but everybody can get this weapon. That's the most important thing about the Poseidon Trident. A lot of people are going to be like, oh, should I spend a lot of money getting this thing? And my always answer to something like that is no, please do not spend any money on this thing. Don't spend all the money required to get those clan chests because it's not going to be worth it. You're not going to be satisfied because the gameplay is just too similar with this weapon compared to the laser spear. I mean, it's not that much of a difference between the two. And if you're watching this and you're still like, I don't know if I'm going to like this thing, I don't like how it takes travel time, it's maybe a little bit too much of a skilled weapon for me, there are so many other weapons like this in Pixel Gun 3D. You can test all of those weapons out and see between all of them how you perform with those, and then you can pretty accurately determine how you're going to perform with this weapon based off of that. You can use the Trapper, and if you can do well with the Trapper, you're going to do well with this thing. You can use the Acid Cannon. If you do well with the Acid Cannon, you're going to do well with this thing. Basically, a lot of the weapons in the special section are going to perform very similarly to this weapon. So if you can do well with those weapons, this weapon's just like a more powerful version of all of them. So obviously, you can do well with this one. So, I mean, that's basically what it comes down to. Practice with those ones, and eventually, once you unlock this thing, you're going to get some of the best gameplay possible. I literally just got this weapon yesterday, and I'm already absolutely destroying everybody with this because I know how to use a weapon like this. I've had extensive practice with weapons like the Trapper and the Acid Cannon and every other weapon like that, and because of that, I'm able to use this weapon very, very well. If you never have used those weapons before, you're not going to really get the greatest gameplay ever with this weapon. You just have to practice, and over time, you're going to get better and better and better. If you see a lot of people using area damage, the judge, you know, the whole 9 yards, avoid those people as best as you can. You might even want to leave a match that those people are in because you're just not going to do too well against them. But overall, yeah, guys, that is the Poseidon Trident. I'm getting a little carried away. I can't believe it's already been over 13 minutes. It's just so much fun. You know, you get carried away when you're using a weapon like this because it's just that powerful. You can get that many kills, and it's ridiculous when it comes down to it. This is one of those weapons that you can almost always guarantee a win when using. So, yeah, just keep that in mind, guys. But yeah, that's basically it. Hope you all did enjoy this video. It was a lot of fun creating this. I love the Poseidon Trident. It's probably one of my favorite weapons from this update. I just got this yesterday, and I already love this more than basically every other weapon from this update. It's freaking awesome, guys. It is so much fun. How many multi-kills have I gotten in this video? I'm a little curious. Can you guys let me know how many kill streaks I've gotten regarding each one? I don't really know. I've gotten a heck of a lot of kills so far in this video, and, you know, maybe we can even get up close to 100 by the end of this. But yeah, I do have another video coming out right after this one. I plan to hopefully review the Reaper, but then again, on the next videos after that, I have no idea what I should do. So, to the people watching this, you might want to let me know down below in the comments section what you want reviewed next, because it's all up to you guys. Whatever weapon gets the most amount of comments will be the weapon that I review next. This weapon has gotten the most amount of comments for the longest time, but since I haven't had it, I wasn't able to review it. And now that I finally do have it, obviously, I am going to review it because a heck of a lot of people wanted to see this weapon in Pixel Gun 3D. We're going to go into the end of this match here. I feel like that's probably a good way to end off this video. How many kills have I gotten in this match? That's the real question here. No shortage of kills when you're using this weapon. It is just so much fun. If you haven't checked out the other video that I posted earlier today, you guys might want to do so. I actually don't remember what I did. Shoots. It doesn't really matter. Just go check it out. I'll link it down below in the description, in the comment section. You name it. I got it. And 4, 3, 2, of course, I died at the last second, but you know, it's whatever. And there we go. We got another victory, guys. That is what you can expect with the Poseidon Trident. 30 kills. So 30 plus 31 plus 27. We almost got 100 kills in a 15-minute period. So I'd say that's pretty successful, and I'd say that's a really good weapon. So yeah, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next episode.